Hello and welcome to Predictions. Over the next 30 minutes we'll be giving our studio audience the chance to look to the future through clairaudience. Now, before we let the audience get their hands on Derek, let's meet the man himself. Derek, come in. Desperate to get the hands all over you. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm in great company, so they can if they wish.
He's not had an offer like that for years.
No.
Right, okay, who'd you like to talk to, Derek?
Yes, I'd like actually to come to the lovely lady here on the left, please, Becky.
Can I ask your name?
Yes, Lynn.
Lynn.
It's nice to speak to you, Lynn. My impressions off camera a moment ago was to direct it to you. And a lovely lady who comes very, very, very close by tells me that she told me a couple of things about aspects, maybe what's happening in your life. Now, I feel this lovely lady is connected on your mum's side. There's no two ways about it. And what she said to me over there, that she was your gran, okay? Right. And she said, Derek, will you please tell our, she's calling you Linny. Tell our Linny, wherever she goes, as best I can, I'm with her. I'm like a shadow, but a bright shadow. She's extremely interested in your life at this moment. But she gives me the impressions, and I don't want to make it sound like a question, but has there been a little, not problem, but has there been a lot of talk about a little boy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this would be your little boy?
Yes.
Yes. Because are you aware that this little boy has got psychic ability?
No.
Well, she's informed me. And she said, now he'll have his choices in his lifetime because she's looked at his spiritual agenda. He does not have to, if he does not wish to, take up what we call demonstration and link with the world of spirit as instruments do. He'll have his choices. But I feel this little boy, he's not unlike Becky's lovely little boy in the sense that he's got abilities away from the psychic level and he's going to show it in sport.
So how old is your little boy, Lynn?
I actually have two little boys.
And how old are they both?
One is just 5 and the other's 2.
Do you know which one you might be talking about?
Yes, the 2-year-old.
The little one?
Yes, the little one.
Oh.
And you see, I can see him now because your lovely gran has shown me him going forward on his pathway. And as much as I can be, as certain as I can be on their behalf, because they're all seeing, not me, I would say to you that your little one, the 2-year-old, could be, I suppose it sounds egotistical, but it's not. He could be a household name one day in a given sport. I feel more so than even using the psychic abilities. However, can I just say this? He will use his psychic abilities in the given chosen sport, and he'll always be 2 or 3 steps ahead of anyone that ever wants to get rid of him or sell him on, and what he'll know beforehand.
It's a psychic footballer.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You know,
there
honestly,
you go, Lynn.
I knew when Bill Shankly was going to let me go.
Oh, you were a psychic footballer as well, weren't you?
I knew.
Forgotten that.
I went to the boss and said to him, hey, I believe I'm going to be one of the young pros going. And he said, who told you that, son? I said, my guide.
Oh, and you were drummed out.
And he said, oh, son, who's your guide? You know. But I did.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So there you go, Lynn. Okay. Yes. Anyone else you'd like to talk to,
yes,
Derek?
Thank you. I'm drawn here very, very strongly to the lovely lady here.
This lady?
Okay,
This is Audrey, yes.
Yes, thank you. Now, I'm being impressed by a very, very lovely, lovely, caring man, actually, in the world of spirit. And this man, I feel, came over to the world of spirit quite quickly, actually. When I say... he did. He came on relatively quickly and relatively young. And I want to say to you, please, he looks at you with eyes of adoration. And it's like he's leaving me and going to the side of you. And if he could, he was one of these sort of men. He was not so much, I don't like using the word toucher, but he was very, very keen. If he wants to express himself, he'd hold a person or he'd cuddle up to them.
Affectionate.
Affectionate, yes.
Aww.
Do you understand this?
It could be my son, actually, but he was very young when he died.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Can I just say, he is with you here.
Yeah.
He does love you. And, oh, yes, I will, bless you, thank you. Who is Mark?
He was Darren Mark.
Thank you. Because he comes here, you see, and he just said to me, tell my mum, I'm so excited that I'm here. He said, and it doesn't cost any money, tickets or anything, he said, okay? So he's got a sense of fun as well, which I love.
I know you wanted to talk to Derek, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Was this the question you
Well,
had
it was
for him?
what... Did they grow up in the spirit world?
Yes.
Yes. Well, they obviously did,
Well, they
don't
do.
they?
Looking after him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I say, please, that your mum's mum, your grandmother, okay,
Yeah.
was one that received him, okay?
Yeah.
Do you understand me? And can I also say to you, there's someone there called Tom as well. Who is Tom?
An uncle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a bit of a man that you be careful what you said to him. He wasn't really gruff. It was just his way, because he comes at the back and he says, "My name's Tom." Something like that to me. So he's met your son and watched him grow in the world. In fact, would you believe it or not, your son has taken, can I use just basic words, a shine to this uncle of yours, okay?
Oh, I see.
And whenever I feel there's no years or time in the world, but for the time as he's grown, he's been, wherever Tom's gone, your son said, "Oh, I'm coming with you," you see? And so they built up a beautiful spiritual rapport, okay? Yes, thank you. I also want to say to you, please, that they're showing me, or in fact, they've just taken me, would you believe it, into a solicitor's office. And I don't know if is your mum aware of this yet? Okay, thank you. It's a family member. Thank you, that's better. Are you aware of a family member having to deal with solicitors at the moment?
My niece is selling a house.
Thank you. There's going to, according to your son, who's, a man now, can I say this to you? She's going to have slight problems. The house is going to take a little while to shift because of blockages or what have you. As she had is there subsidence? Something that's going to be on the report of subsidence or something with that property?
Oh, right.
So the left elevation is saying?
It's news to Audrey.
Yeah, well, yes. Well, you watch. And Audrey, can I say, because they want to prove this, when you do find out about it, please phone Becky up and tell her, will you?
Right, I will.
There you
And
go,
prove
Audrey.
your
Let me
son
know.
right. Do you understand? Because he is right.
Which actually goes for all of you. If Derek's
Yes.
spoken to you and something has come true or hasn't, please phone me up and let me know. I'd be delighted to hear from you all. Okay, we'll be back later for audience question time.